You're watching ManUtd VanCam.
This is VanCam, this is VanCam you waited for.
Sizba brick. Oh yes, Steve! They are diamond tip power scissors and they cut through your rock.
You're a dickhead, you!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am Kev Ashford and you are very welcome to this week's edition of the ManUtd VanCam. Hope everybody is well. There's a good chance I won't be able to join you in the live chat tonight. I am on my works do. In fact, there's an extremely slim chance that I will be. But you lot, do me proud, work away, and I'll have a read later on when I get back through one blurry eye. Hope everybody is well. Man United have drawn and surprisingly then went on to beat Jose Mourinho's Spurs at Old Trafford 2-1, which was a great result. But if you were looking at them before it, I probably would have said, yeah, we'll beat Aston Villa. And I thought we would have drew against Tottenham. So football's a funny old game, but against Tottenham, I liked the intensity, man. And it shows what Scott McTominay has become to that Manchester United midfield. Because I've always said Pereira, don't really get what he's about. He's getting a run of games basically because we have got no midfield. Now, until Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can address that problem, he's stuck with the players that are there from previous regimes. So, you know my thoughts on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I love the guy to bits. Yes, he is a legend of the club and that, but I don't want to play off that too much. I'm more or less looking at the football side of it. And for people to come out and say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer cannot take any credit for tactically setting up United the way he did against Tottenham, Saeed,
United won here. Ollie didn't win. United
what's
won.
all that about? In fact, let me just let you know what's coming up in this week's show. Saeed calls for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be sacked immediately. Now!
If you're not going to sack him now, you've got to sack him now. Right now is the time to sack Ollie. Forget the 990 bullshit, yeah? Forget all of that.
We'll do a thing that we know as CockStroker of the Week. You get any Johnny Vaughan on this? We will do the BIG VanCam Debate. And I'll do my best to get through a few of your comments from last week in a thing called Your Comments. And there's obviously the small matter of a small club from Stockport that we play on Saturday at 5:30. It's a low blow, but one thing is guaranteed at the Etihad this weekend. It will be a full house. It's another low blow. Apart from that one time, One Direction were there. That's the only time they ever fill the stadium. And of course, when Man United are playing. Get your score predictions in. Let me know how you're feeling for this one. If I'm being totally honest and I open up with you, I do not see Man United winning this game. In fact, I do actually think we'll get beat. And I know that sounds so pessimistic. I should be optimistic. That's the one I should be. But the way I'm looking at it at the minute, Man City are an absolute animal machine when they're chasing. And they've got some chasing to do to claw back this lead that Liverpool have in the league at the minute. And I just think they get the bit between the teeth. And the fact that it's at the Etihad, maybe if it was at Old Trafford, I don't know. I'm just being totally honest there. Let me know what you think. A few of you might slag me off and say, Kev, I can't believe I've tuned in for VanCam and you're saying we're going to get beat in the derby. But obviously, I hope that doesn't happen. But we will find out on Saturday. Oh, God. Anyway, first of all, before we do CockStroker of the Week, I want to do the Super Chat Appreciation Society. Kick that Irish beat, tin whistle and all that. Here we go. So, last week, Alex Rugg was in twice throwing in donations for the Works Christmas Do for this year, the VanCam Christmas Do Friday night and all that. Oh, yes, robotics in the house. Yes, and cut the music. Here we go. Another one coming. Somebody called Darren Hopkins did actually message me on YouTube. Now, I did think this was going to be a bit of a George Actquengo moment off Face Jack, you know, the guy that goes, "Good morning, madam. You know, give me your sort code and account number and we'll wire over the monies." And I was thinking, oh, summit dodge, man. Proper dodgy about this. So he said, give us your PayPal address. So I thought, that's safe enough, man. Sent it over with him in minutes. £10 into the kitty. What a man, Darren Hopkins. He basically said, I don't get to watch the live shows. I always have to catch up and I want to buy you a drink for Christmas. I'll get a few drinks for that, for where I'm from. Or if I hit Aldi, I get about 24 cans I'll probably have change for a kebab as well. So thank you very much for that. Much respect and much love from Kev. And right, there's only one way, what's wrong with me? One way of starting the show this week, and that's a thing called CockStroker of the Week. So get your belt on, buckle up, and get ready to go on a journey. CockStroker of the Week. Here we go with CockStroker of the Week. This week I have compiled a top 5. That's 5 nominations for the great old prize that nobody wants of being CockStroker of the Week. I'll run you through them now from 5 through to 1 and find out what lad has won CockStroker of the Week. Oh, I've spoiled it. Yeah, let's get through it, man. Number 5 this week. We all know that big white bearded bastard is only weeks away from coming down our chimneys and giving us presents and everything that our hearts desired. So Santa is in training at a minute, and obviously he can't use the reindeers. Can't do that. You can only use it on Christmas night because there's not enough Christmas magic and all that shit. So Santa basically does trial runs on a boat. But you've got to take into account that if you're going to stand at the front of the boat, you know, physics, is it all that? You know, gravity and all. Just run the clip. Number 4 this week is this woman off Sky Sports who they cut to her and she's trying to give her expert analysis on the goal. And need to say more, just spin the clip. Just spin that shit.
To Jay Fulton who kicked it in and scored and yes.
Number 3 this week goes to this girl. Now, you will actually probably watch it and then think, bit harsh on your kid, but hear me out. She's obviously set it up on Snapchat. She's either live streaming or whatever she's trying to do and set up a boyfriend who's having a game of FIFA. Now, we all know, as lads, you know what I mean, man? You interfere with FIFA, you're getting a Fellaini elbow. So this backfired spectacularly on this bird, and she gets number 3.
5 minutes, just sit in my bed for 5 minutes. Hola! 5 minutes, just sit in my bed for 5 minutes. Hola! Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to wriggle you off. Can I get close my eyes?
Number 2 goes to every single Arsenal player during this Premier League game who decided to walk past and not even acknowledge the Arsenal mascot for that day. I watched the clip and I thought, you shower of shithouses. I would hate to see this at Man United, but there is a running theme of this at Arsenal. And how none of them players can walk past that kid, even just touch him on the head or whatever and say, you all right, mate? Just anything. And he's stood there. He's all, you know, he's shy, obviously. He just needs somebody to say, you all right, mate? Does he get it? Does he fuck? So that leaves me to let you lot know who is the number 1 CockStroker of the week for this week. It is Saeed. Of course it's Saeed. Come on, man. After United's 2-2 draw against Aston Villa, Saeed couldn't wait to run down them stairs and get outside and tell the United stand his views on the match and on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in general, which obviously means Ole out. So here we go. This is exactly what was said.
That is out there, Aston Villa, mate. Aston Villa, yeah? In the Championship, yeah. That's this Aston Villa Championship.
Aston Villa of the Championship?
Yeah, that's this Aston Villa Championship.
Have United actually been relegated? What is going on, man? Have I been in a coma? Have I been asleep for a year or something? Aston Villa of the Championship?
It's freestyle football. It's FIFA tactics out there, yeah?
Oh, FIFA fucking tactics. As if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's in the changing rooms. I mean, come on. You know, Rashi, Jesse, Paul, we're going to have a go at playing FIFA tactics today. And yes, that was an impression of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I know it wasn't good.
Club legend, yeah? He's trying to ruin his own legacy right now. He's trying to ruin his own legacy.
He's trying to ruin his own legacy. Yeah, that's exactly what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's trying to do. He's rocked up at Old Trafford. You know, yes, he loves the club. He used to play for him and that. But at this minute in time, do you know what, lads? I am in the process of ruining my own legacy. That's what I'm here to do.
So Arsenal manager sacked. Tottenham manager sacked. Who's the big club now? Who are the big club now?
Ah, so that's how you become a big club. Sack your manager. Just like Arsenal and Tottenham have done.
I expect Tottenham to come here, yeah, and absolutely tear us apart, because you know what? Mourinho's got the side ready. He's very, very clever at what he does.
Manchester United 2, Tottenham 1.
What do? Try and put Thingy on the right-hand side and then maybe do something together.
Yes, now we're talking sense. Get our new Argentine winger, Sergio Thingy. Get him out on the wing.
If you're not going to sack him now, you've got to sack him now. Right now is the time to sack Ollie. Forget the 99 bullshit, yeah? Forget all of that.
Yeah, let's forget about that 99 bullshit. Let's forget about the Busby Babes bullshit. Let's forget about 68, George Best scoring that goal bullshit. Let's forget about Fergie's class of 92 bullshit, doubles, trebles. Let's forget about all that shit because it's bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, what is history? Let's just forget about that 99 bullshit. Probably the greatest night ever of my life, but I'm willing just to forget about it. So then, following Man United's 2-1 victory over Mourinho's Spurs, Saeed come out the stadium. What did he have to say? Because he did say that Man United would get beat by Mourinho's Spurs. Flip flop.
You're smiling because we won, exactly.
Yeah,
That's the main thing above anything.
Gas, man. People are getting gas, man. United won here. Ollie didn't win. United won. So
why? He set the team out. He made some changes today.
Yeah, but obviously, first as a natural person, I support United. I don't support Ollie. I support United, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Saeed doesn't support Ollie, but supports Man United. Bit of a safe get out, that one, innit? Because if you support Man United, you have to support the manager. That's how it works. So I will leave you with a famous quote from the great Sir Alex Ferguson, who said, "If you can't support us when we lose, don't support us when we win." CockStroker of the week. There you go with CockStroker of the week for another week. Get in the comment section, let me know if you agree, or am I being too harsh? Am I obsessed? Because that's all that anybody who's trying to defend themselves against something will come out with. Am I obsessed with Saeed? Yeah, of course I am. What I will say, somebody did get in the comment section the other week and said, have you seen his latest video? Apparently he dropped a bit of a cheeky dig in at me, saying that he goes United home and away and I just sit in my van talking shit. Yes, I do sit in the van because it's called VanCam, you tit. And also about going home and away, I don't get to away games, but I do actually go to Old Trafford. It's just that I use or choose to use my time probably a bit better than what you do. Yeah, you like to come out the ground, talk on fan cams, do player ratings and all that. I come out the ground, go to the pub with my mates. So there's the difference, mate. It's each to their own. I'm not knocking you for that, but if that's what you choose to do, that's fine. What I choose to do is up to me. Yeah, nice one. Right, let's do the big VanCam debate. For big VanCam debate. Okay, so here we go with the section of the show that is the big VanCam debate. Last week's big VanCam debate was basically born of frustration, out of anger at that fuckwit who is called Phil Jones, who somehow is still knocking about Man United. Just can't get my head around it. But it was born out of the fact of that absolute circus act against Sheffield United. The fact that he fell over trying to get a foul, made himself look an absolute tit, got ripped off at half time. So I asked you the question. I said, listen, gang, have we had enough of Phil Jones? And that was a simple question. Have you had enough of Phil Jones, right? I can tell you that 93%, yes, 93, not sure what the other fuckers were thinking, but 93% said yes. Of course I've had enough of Phil Jones. He's a right nipple, yeah? So that was last week's big VanCam debate, and now it's time for this week's question. This week's question is on Paul Pogba. There is speculation flying about Old Trafford that Paul Pogba has played his last game for Manchester United. Now, I've had a look into it, and it does seem that Man United are losing patience with Pogba. I think a lot of the fans have. I couldn't give two shits if I'd never seen him play in a United shirt again. Obviously, we're getting closer to January, so the transfer window will open, and that could be United's first opportunity to offload Paul Pogba. But a question for this week, obviously we've seen him as well, haven't hadn't we? He had his cast cut off, put that on Instagram. You know, he's apparently coming back from injury, yet he's out playing basketball and fucking around like he always does. It's all about him, all about the likes, all about the shares. Brand Pogba. So this week's question, Paul Pogba. Do you want him back in the team? Would you like to see him back in this team that's starting to play decent attacking football? Or could you not give two shits and basically just do one? So we'll do this as Pog back, yeah? Which means you want to see him back in the team. You think he'd be a good acquisition or something to the side. You know what I mean? He could be in there mixing his shit up, doing a few passes, few daft haircuts, I don't know. Or do one twat. Pog back, do one twat. Do one twat says exactly what it says on the tin. It's do one, dickhead. Don't give a shit about you. You know what I mean? Go and do whatever in Juve or wherever you want to go. Or Pog back. Pog back, do one twat. You get the gist of it. And as always in the big VanCam debate, there is no sitting up on that fence. And I'll tell you a very good reason why. A mate of mine, Brian the Badger, we had a massive Catholic Cup final coming up for the Fiddler's Green back in 2001, and he couldn't make a decision. This was our goalkeeper at the time. So he went up on the fence. He actually slipped on the top, down the other side, broke his wrist. Yes, you ever tried playing in goal with a broken wrist? It's painful. It's not happening. He missed out. We won the cup, and yeah, he just had to watch from the sidelines. What a dickhead. Make a decision. The Big VanCam Debate. So there you go with your dose of the Big VanCam Debate. Pog back or do one twat. It's as simple as that. And there is no sitting on that fence. No, down with that kind of thing. Right, what we're going to do before we do your comments, which is obviously a look at the comments from the previous video, we're going to do a quick update on the VanCam Fantasy Football League.
If it's raining, it's raining. From my eye.
There's been some proper movement in the VanCam Fantasy League. Paul Johnson is rocking top spot on 892 points, followed by Louis Clarkson on 874. So there is a good bit of daylight between them. Obviously, Louis Clarkson was rocking top spot for a long time, opened up a bit of a gap, but it's really getting interesting. Third place, Simon Williams, and in fourth, Boo Symes. If you're asking where Big Kev is, yeah, I'm in 16th. So we don't need to talk about that anyway. I always say it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, but we'll just have a quick look at the leader, Keely's Wheelies team, and for last week, 70 points, which is pretty goddamn impressive. Yeah, he's got Rashford, Vardy, Maddison, Mane, proper pissed it, yeah. Well, I've got an ace up my sleeve. I know the transfer I'm going to make, and I'm not going to be daft enough to tell you lot, because you'll all be on it. In fact, why would you take advice from a man who's in 16th place? That's, yeah. There you go, that's your dose of the VanCam Fantasy League update, and we'll do it again next week. I'm expecting movement. There's some big games this weekend, Manchester Derby being one of them. Come on, United!
Won't somebody help me? Somebody.
How are you doing? Oh, the Mancunian sun's out. Not often you get to see that bad boy. This, my friends, is your comments. Chance for you, Shower Bastards, to have your say. We're going to have a quick look through a few from the video last week. Make sure you get commenting for this week, because it could get read out next week. And like I always say, it is a big deal. You can go into the pub, you know, hold your head up high, and people will be like, he had a, or she had a message read out by Kev. Do you know what I mean? Making dreams come true. The Carrick fan was in there. Love this guy. He said, "Hi Kev, to answer the question on your poll," that was regarding Phil Jones, have you had enough of him? I voted yes. I've had enough of Phil Jones. He's been at the club for almost 10 years and has not developed one bit during that time. It's time for us to sell in January and bring a defender in. Someone that isn't injury prone would be a help. Of course it would, mate. Anybody, any fucker on this earth, apart from Phil Jones, we could bring in literally Mr. Bastard Blobby and he'd do a better job than what Phil Jones done. I've always said about Phil Jones, and it is the injuries. Do you know, if Phil Jones was your dog, right, and you had this running list of injuries, going to the vets, handing over money, paying vet bills, You just have him put down. Valindingham, Sir John Valindingham was in the comment section and said YouTube better get their shit together. Christmas is coming and Kev deserves some cheer. It is right that. I told you I'm having problems with YouTube. Literally every video I upload, they demonetize it. Listen, I make about 8p a video, no lie. So it doesn't really bother me in that sense. It's just the fact that they're just making it more and more difficult every time I upload a video. Is there a doctor in the house? Of course there is. Dr. Chunky Biscuit said, buy me a cheeseburger please, Kev, as an early Christmas present. Well, if you get this message now when you're watching live, I'm out in Heaton Moor on my Christmas works do. It starts at 2:30 in the afternoon. Hashtag pray for Kev. Oh, the scenes, the scenes. Can't even imagine what kind of a state I'm going to be in by this time. You know what I mean? I've never been to America, but I've been in some states. You having that one? Put it in the bag, take it with you. Yeah, so there you go. Liam Jones said pubs losing out on the super chat money while Hey Now plays in the background. How does Kev not have, is that 1 million subscribers? Baffles me as well, mate. Can't understand it. Disco Stew Madrid said absolutely amazing as usual. There's one for the old ego. Yeah, put a right spring in my step tonight, you know what I mean, when I'm on the dance floor. Oh yeah. Bruce McIntosh said, Kev, been busy working so I missed the show until now. This is the greatest VanCam ever. You're going places, my friend. Legend. That was from last week's video. So yeah, this is the greatest VanCam ever. I'd take that as I didn't think it was that great, to be honest, but yeah, there you go. Alex Hoff. Alan, sorry, it's not even Alex. Alan. I call him Al. Yeah. Call me Al. Great show again, Kev. I've got to echo your words on the Christmas markets, which was on the last week's rant of the Manchester Christmas markets, which are just an absolute state, man. It's all shite, but women love it. We go along for an easy life. Well, no more. Weekends are for football, beer and golf. I'm not Xmas fucking markets. A man after my own. Al, that's the comment of the day. I told you last week. I went to Christmas markets, overspent on mulled wine, a hot dog for about 16 quid, bought a key ring that I'll never ever use again. Just pure horseshit. They're just preying on vulnerable drunks like me that end up buying just shit that you don't need in your life. Right, this weekend, and at the beginning of this video, I said I wasn't optimistic. Yeah, I was being pessimistic about the Manchester derby. And in fact, I'm going to stick by this because my head's saying Man United will lose. But my heart says, why not, man? We just beat Spurs. Yeah, we totally dominated Spurs. We had got one over on Mourinho. See you later, mate. Yeah, we got one over on him. So we go in with form. Yeah, City have got the wind beneath the sails or whatever as well. You know, they're pushing for the title. They have to win this game really to stand any chance of clawing that lead back. But we're Man United. So we can rock up at the Etihad. We'll just rock up there and we'll give it a go. McTominay being back in this team is major, absolute major, and especially against Man City. All them little shithouse technicians in the middle of the field, your Bernardo Silvas, David Silvas, Kevin De Bruyne. God, what's going to happen, man? Oh, God. Oh, yeah, we can do it. Why couldn't we do it? You've got Mancunians in that team, have they? No, Phil Foden won't be in the team, and he's from Stockport anyway, which is Cheshire. We got Marcus Rashford, who's absolutely on fire. The man that Saeed said was washed up. Washed up, bro. 200 bags a week. Just get rid of him. He's not even good enough for the championship. Yes, he is. You bellend. Right, for United this weekend. Get your score predictions in at the bottom. Let me know. Are you feeling worried about this one? Or do you think that Man United can absolutely do the business? And none of this shit talk as well. I've heard a lot of this. Oh, well, if City win, then at least, you know, they might close the gap on Liverpool. Down with that kind of shit. We need to get into our heads, right? It is increasingly looking like Liverpool are going to win the league. Yeah, I don't like saying it. But if they do win it, there's still one title behind Man United. And Manchester City will not equal our 3 Premier Leagues in a row. So every cloud has a silver lining. And there's one for today. Anyway, for United this weekend, Curly Watts. we're coming for you. Bertie Magoo, we are coming for you because we are Man United. Come on! United! I said your love, keep on lifting me higher and higher. Thanks very much for watching the video. You can also follow me on these other social media platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, plenty of fish. Oh yeah! Thanks to everybody who gets involved, comments, likes, shares, subscribes. Subscribing is the main thing. It costs you nothing, and why wouldn't you want to do it? This is Man United VanCam.